Hi friends, you will find many blogs and videos that will talk about construction project management, but most of them are based on theory and lack the practicality the subject deserves. Through this channel, I would like to bring focus towards the practicality the subject demands from the experience that I have gathered in working on several types of projects. The subject itself is so vast with many aspects associated with project life cycle with a lot to talk about, and it's difficult to find a start point, so I would start my first video talking about a typical day in a life of a construction manager. A typical day for a construction manager can start in an office or site or both, like a site office, depending on the project. Typically, base build projects have a designated site office, and while small scale interior fit out projects don't have one. Just to be clear, that base build projects are the projects where we are constructing the building itself, and interior fit out projects are the ones where we are doing the interiors of the building. The initial first hour in the morning goes towards catching up on the progress of executed work last night, replying to emails, communicating with project team on project aspects etc. Next, in around an hour or so the phone starts ringing, as that is the time when work starts at site in India and the contractors get into the work mode. There will be several calls with construction team as well, different contractors for checking on work updates, queries, maybe a change initiated at site, non-reporting of manpower at site, issues with progress, material availability issues, etc. This easily takes 1 to 2 hours and is followed by follow-up emails post the conference calls. As a side note, I would always recommend it to communicate on phone first, then send a follow-up email, which not only act as a formal reminder but a documentation of the discussion. There are also short internal meetings with the project team to discuss health of project and resolve current project issues, which could be related to design, vendor management, costing etc. Most part of first half of day is involved in coordination and communication with all stakeholders associated with projects. Post lunch, usually a site visit is scheduled, which could be a contractor's weekly meeting or a progress review meeting chaired by the client, or simply a regular site visit. The contractor's weekly meeting is chaired by construction project manager, and the idea is to review site progress, site issues, site safety, construction details, quality issues, any proposed changes, material and resources availability etc. And the list is endless. This basically controls the health of the project and ensures that the project issues are taken care of and the delivery happens within the time and budget and with the desired quality. The progress review meeting is chaired by client representative, and the idea is to inform the client on the project progress, any associated risks, get decisions from client on design, any site-induced changes, and related commercial aspects. The role of a construction project manager is to advise and support client to help him take decisions which benefit the project. This goes a long way in building client trust. It is generally advisable to send the minutes of the meeting on the same day of meeting, as the points are fresh in mind and risk of missing any point is minimum. This would look like a wrap of a typical day, but there are several other phone calls which keep an already busy construction project manager on toes. Guys, this is a typical scenario which I have just described, and there could be lot of variations depending on the project requirement, but more or less the idea remains the same whether it's a base build project or an interior fit out project. I am looking forward for your comments, questions, so that I can develop my upcoming videos accordingly. Greatly appreciate your time. Thanks for watching.